Now for tonight's cold case file. It's a question that people face all the time. Where do you draw the line when someone else is playing loud music? On the other hand, how far are you willing to go to play the music the way you want to?
That is the question that surrounds tonight's cold case file. The music came to a stop at the end of a handgun. And while there is a suspect in the case, there has never been an arrest. Tonight, who killed Jamel McGowan? New Year's Eve, 1994. Jamel McGowan was hanging out with friends along Southwest 42nd Street. The 24-year-old had a stereo blasting his favorite music when a man approached with a flashlight, and he had something else in his other hand.
He had a .357 Magnum, and he was going to blow their head off if he didn't turn his radio down. McGowan, according to the witnesses, walked down the street to confront this individual, who fired one shot, striking McGowan in his chest. He fell there on the street.
McGowan died almost instantly, almost as quickly as memories of the witnesses who were standing there when the shooting happened, even though they saw the shooter return to the apartment where he lived with his dad.
Detectives interviewed everybody in that apartment. At the time, however, they were not able to gather enough probable cause to charge anybody with the crime. The incident happened at 2:30 in the morning. It was dark, even though the witnesses could tell it was a white male.
Rumors soon began to circulate that the gun used to kill Jamel had been buried on the grounds of an apartment building.
Detectives were able to recover a firearm that was buried nearby in a field that was where they were building a apartment complex. The gun was concealed in a paint can and buried in the ground.
But the poor condition of the gun meant there would be no testing for possible evidence then or now. So cold case detectives are left with only one hope.
I think there's people out here that know what happened and who was involved, and we're hoping that one of those people will come forward and give us enough information that we can go ahead and file charges.
So if you have any information on the 1994 murder of Jamel McGowan, you're asked to please contact Detective Bob Dean at the Alachua County Sheriff's Office.
Now, Paige, wait a minute on this one. You said that there was a man went into an apartment, his father lived there too. Do we know where those people are today? It
sounds logical, doesn't it? They don't know where the son is right now. They do know the dad is currently serving time in a federal prison on a firearms violation. He was sentenced for that. Now, he's reportedly told inmates there that he will never testify against his son. So now they just continue to wait for him to be released from prison, and then hopefully at some point there will be a break.
Now, you haven't mentioned their names at this point. I'm sure there's a good reason for it.
I asked Detective Dean the name. He was not comfortable releasing that now because they are still just considered a suspect, and since no one has been formally charged, he didn't want to release the name.
Okay, that's tonight's cold case file. Bill's in next week, the Tuesday weather forecast.